What are you doing? Oh, Nick,
Steve,
Nick,
Steve,
Nick,
Steve,
Nick,
Steve,
Nick,
Steve,
Nick,
Steve,
Nick.
Steve, Steve, Steve,
Yeah,
Steve,
yeah,
Steve,
yeah,
Steve.
yeah, yeah.
What's going on, my brother?
Oh, not much, dude. How are you doing today?
I am doing quite swell. Doing
Great.
quite swell.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I hear you're grinding this BR program. How's that? Super fun?
Oh, this is taking off a couple years of my life, I swear to God. But we'll have it done tonight.
And then are you taking Verlander or who?
Verlander to complete my rotation.
Nice, nice. I took Frank
There.
Thomas. I just like Verlander had no sinker, so I was like, And then Frank Thomas has like a million quirks.
I thought about taking Frank Thomas, but I can't not have Murakami and Big Papi on my team right now. So
Do you
it's
use
a tough
Chipper?
choice that I have to live with.
Do you play with
I
Chipper?
use Chipper. I use Chipper at third, Murakami at first, and Big Papi at DH.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I can't justify myself taking Frank Thomas right now.
That's fair. Well, it looks like they're going to make this next BR program easier to pick, or they're at least eliminating one choice because the first one they revealed, I assume you saw this is the Cuban what is his name? Cuban Comet?
The Cuban Comet,
Mini
Cuban
Minoso.
Comet. I think
Like
yeah.
the least exciting flawless reward I've ever seen in MLB The Show history.
I mean, he's probably going to have some good numbers on him and everything, but like, depending who the other rewards are going to be, he's not. He's not particularly looking like he's going to be the favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't even know. I like that's one guy I always forget that's in the game because I never use his cards. He's just kind of there.
I don't think a lot of people use him unless you're like doing theme teams or something like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a weird choice. I mean, they gave us like Verlander, Frank Thomas. I mean, Evan Longoria was kind of a weird choice too.
I mean, he's got a good card though.
Yeah. I'm sure like it's got to be a good card, this Minoso, but it's just not exciting.
Just an odd pick.
Yeah, I feel like a 99 Minoso is like what you would put in this Kaiju Takeover stuff.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Just throw it in there. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what other two cards they give us. Hopefully something else that's more exciting. Because, yeah, I don't know. Mini Minoso does not excite me from what I've seen on Twitter.
He's got good card art. He's got really good card art. I love that.
Oh, yeah. The Incognito card art is sick. Yeah. And the Kaiju art is sick.
Fire.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Like, what do we have? We had a lot of stuff kind of come out content-wise since the last time we chatted. So we'll start off with May Player of the Month stuff came out, and the Lightning 99. They did it. Aaron Judge. I wasn't sure if they were going to put him in. Aaron Judge is one of those guys who's got really high. He's like the highest live series in the game, or one of them. So usually they don't give those guys Lightning cards in the past. I feel like there's always been months where like Mike Trout could have won it or whoever, and they never give them the Lightning card. But they did it with Aaron Judge.
Yeah, this year they're breaking all the rules for it.
Yeah, and he's cracked. Like,
yeah, the only thing that bothers me about the Aaron Judge card is the 54 vision. But All-Star difficulty, he's going to be good. Hall of Fame or higher would probably be a little bit tougher. But like, those players are really competitive up there, so they'll find a way to use Aaron Judge. And the card's insane. That the only thing that really bothers me, like I said, is the vision.
Yeah, it seems weird. Like you wouldn't even give him like 75 or something. Like 54 is really low. Like I know he strikes out a lot, but it just seems odd to me. But I mean, basically, if you got a guy on second base, his clutch comes in, and then he's just maxed out hitting stats, everything else. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like on All-Star, he's going to play. Every card plays on All-Star.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Personally, I just don't like using Judge cards. I think his strike zone is way too tall. So I find him really, I can't catch up to that high inside fastball with him because his strike zone's so big. So you really have to like jam your PCI way up, unless you're sitting there or I guess.
Yeah, unless you're just sitting there ready to go. Like I love using Judge cards, especially this year for some reason. Like he, like the tall cards, like him and Giancarlo Stanton, I was never really a fan of until this year for whatever reason. Like I love using them now. But I'm excited to try. I haven't even started that Player of the Month grind. I've been just doing BR the last couple of days, and of course, from Wednesday to Friday up until the ranked seasons program came out, I was doing co-op ranked. So I've been doing that, and then I switched over to BR Saturday and today. So I haven't even had the chance to do Player of the Month grind except for a couple of moments.
It's not too bad. Like once you have some time, it's kind of annoying that you have to do most of it offline.
Yeah.
Unless you like that sort of thing. I mean, you could go in the event and load your lineup with event guys until Friday or Thursday.
I probably will do that tomorrow since I'll be done the BR program tonight.
Yeah, it went relatively quickly. I did it. I mean, those what do you think about the Tops Now stuff this year? I find like the Tops Now is not that it's pointless because it's cards for collections, I guess, but none of these cards, even with the Tops Now Captain Boost, they're all still like garbage, basically. They're
the best way I would describe the Tops Now content is just filler cards for sets and seasons, those collections. Pretty much it. Like team builds and stuff, like the specific team builds for monthly awards or whatever. And
yeah, I think they need to make them more usable because whatever, like you
haven't.
You play your like couple CPU games or whatever with the cards to get all the program stuff done. But even in the event, like nobody's going in the event really using any of the Tops Now cards. If you have the monthly awards cards, like you're gonna use like Luis Robert and Freddie Freeman and Judge over whoever the guys. Like I can't even remember any of the guys they put out in that program for Tops Now.
I mean the only recent ones that I can remember that they put out was pretty much just Corbin Carroll. But that's because he's more of a household name. Because I find a lot of the Tops Now cards, and Jake Berger this time around, the last week for June. But for the most part, for the Tops Now content, like I've noticed that it's more so rookies and players who are more or less known.
Yeah, lots of rookies and call-ups.
Especially this year, because the way that they're doing content, the key is to spread it apart. And to give those cards Tops Now cards is a very smart move to do for Tops Now because we can give, or SDS can give those cards who usually would get like low tier diamonds, mid tier diamonds, like better cards down the line. So it saves content in a way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just like it just seems weird. Like there's no incentive to use them anywhere.
Yeah,
like maybe you
other than the grind.
Like really. Maybe other than the grind, or like maybe you want to do a Brewers team build or something, but it's kind of like, like, do you really want to do that? I don't know. Maybe just for fun.
I mean, later on in the year, yes, but like at the moment, no, because like there's a bunch of different things going on. Unless you're like not like playing a bunch of online or something like that,
This is where I feel like events they really should. Like just make it a Tops Now event. Like you can only use Tops Now cards in the event. Like why?
I think they will do that eventually. And like I talked about this earlier on stream. I thought that they should do like a gold event, silver event, bronze event, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just to make some cards more usable. I think they will do that down the line, but just not right now.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see, because the next one is like Legends, I think. Legends, and it says Legends and other cards. So it probably just means use whatever card you want.
Yeah.
But they are adding...
maybe it's a moonshot or something.
Probably. They are adding the 12-win streak reward back into events. So that's going to be interesting to see who that might be. Because that's something they haven't had in a few years. I don't even remember the last year they had the 12-win.
I think it was 21
reward.
I think it was 21.
So we'll see. I mean, another way to get another card in here. So it all is going to depend on who the card is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Tops Now. Just like, I guess it's fun. Also, like the Blue Jays have got like no cards, so whatever. Big Chris Bassett and Danny Jansen out of like 30, 40, or how many have they given us? Like a lot.
Probably close to 100. Honestly, it's the exact same amount as the Royals too. Actually, probably more since we only had Michael Massey.
That's the only one you guys have had?
I think.
Aye.
There might be another one, but I don't know. Yeah,
we'll see how it goes along as the season goes on, or as the as the year goes on. Hopefully they start to give us maybe a couple better ones. I know we've got those milestone like Kenley and Kimbrel cards, which are
I like how they do that.
Yeah.
I like how they do like insert that in the Topps Now program instead of just making it their own program.
Yeah, I was trying to look up to see if there's any other big milestones coming up, but I can't remember which ones or if there's really anything. There's some strikeout ones, I think. And then, well, I know like McCutcheon just got his 2000th hit, I think today or yesterday.
We probably get a supercharge for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. The Topps Now program, some of these programs are kind of just like,
I mean, they're just there to grind.
They're there to grind. Something to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it gives a chance, like I said earlier, for, lower tier cards or lower tier players to get somewhat good cards, so that people can use them later on for team builds or whatever. Stuff like that. And also save the cards. Like for example, like if Charlie Blackmon hit 3 home runs, or like some no name, like on the Royals or something like that, hit 2 home runs. Like they could give that no name on the Royals 2 home run Topps Now card, and they could save like a Charlie Blackmon card down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's better for content to spread that.
Right. Yeah, we'll see.
That makes any sense.
See how it goes for the rest of the year. I mean, at this point, it just seems like they're just there, which is fine. I mean, it's good to have stuff to do. I mean, we'll kind of talk about the grind a little bit later on, but next we can get into rank season. So rank season's 3. This is 3, right? Third one started just the other day. Giving us here Chef G, Garrett Cole, the Hawk, Andre Dawson, and then Kaiju, Carlos Correa. So what are your thoughts on these rewards?
I looked at the Garrett Cole card. I like me some Garrett Cole, but he's very hittable. Doesn't matter what difficulty you're really facing him on. His windup is trash. But the card looks pretty solid. The 99 break, 99 velo. I like the per 9s a lot better than past Garrett Cole cards. And Carlos Correa, I like his swing. Looks pretty damn good. And honestly, same for the Hawk, Andre Dawson. Like, he looks very good as well. Obviously, he's going to have some more speed. But honestly, although the cards all look good, it doesn't really give me a reason to play this program out like I did last season with the Nolan Ryan card. I mean, obviously, they all look good, but like I'm not really going to sweat my way through ranked season just to get someone I'm not really going to use all that much,
Are you going to do it like try and get it done just to even get cards for collections and stuff, or
I probably will down the line, but like I'll do it gradually.
Yeah, not in any hurry. I mean, if you just like play co-op here and there throughout the next month, eventually
like a couple ranked seasons games a week or something like that, I'll eventually get it done, but I'm not going to sweat it out to get it done like I did this past week to get Nolan Ryan.
Right.
Like I'm not going to do that again. Unless it's someone that I like desperately want.
What do you think about how they changed the program? Like, because from season 1 to season 2, they took away like the points for wins. They upped the amount of innings you needed for co-op. Mm-hmm. They gave you less time to do it, and then made you do more things to get it done. Like, what do you think about that?
I think they should still have the wins counted, but I can see why they took it out. Just dashboards and whatnot and everything like that. That's a whole other story, like that and the servers and everything. So
yeah, you're never gonna stop dashboarding, unfortunately. I find ranked seasons, man, like if you're not playing in like high 600s or above, people just quit way too easily. I was trying to get this program done for the last one, and my first 6 games, because it reset me way down to like under 200. So whatever. My first 6 games, I got a total of 11 innings in the program because people were just quitting. Awful. I would score like 1 run and they would just quit. Even I played a game the other day in the new one, and I went up 1-0 and like my second batter, and the guy quit, and he was ranked like 575. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you even playing ranked? If you're just gonna quit out, like, I don't know, because I'm not.
I mean, the free wins and everything are nice, but like you just like people have limited time. Like you just want to get the innings to get the card, you know.
Exactly. Like
some people don't understand that.
I don't even really want free wins in ranked because it bumps you up, which is like I'm not trying to make World Series. I don't want to play.
So you want losses?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd rather play a game. I'd rather play a 9-inning game and lose than a one-hitter game and take a win. Because I would rather get those 9 innings for the program and PXP for the program and whatever. Okay, I don't really care if my rating goes down. Like, I don't like to lose. I don't want to lose games on purpose or anything, but I would rather, grind out a game, lose whatever, 5-3, and then
I got you there when you finish up here.
Then hit a leadoff home run. And also, I don't really want to play in Hall of Fame, to be honest. Like, I've played 2 Hall of Fame games this year. I won one, I lost one, but like I'm not trying to sweat it out super hard, right? Like I'm just trying to get
you're just there to get the card and have fun.
Yeah. I'm also
back to the point where you said I'm not gonna lose games on purpose. I got you. Randy Johnson last year in ranked.
Oh, last year was a whole different story though. Let's be clear. I didn't lose games on purpose, but I was definitely not trying to win games. I was trying to get games done as quickly as possible. So for anybody listening who doesn't know, last year when they gave us Roy Halladay and Randy Johnson in the ranked program, I would go and play remote play on my iPad while my wife was asleep in bed. So I didn't have to get up, and I would literally just put in either like a full switch hit speed team or something like that. And I would just bunt every single player to try and get the game done fast. And I won some games doing it because I played really bad players, but I wasn't trying to win. I was literally just trying to get innings so that I could get the rewards and get the grind over with.
I respect it.
This year I haven't done that at all this year yet. Not yet. Because I'm also not trying to grind it super fast. There hasn't been a ranked season reward that I'm like, I need this card right now. Like Randy Johnson and with Halladay, I wanted to get them as fast as I possibly could. So that's what I would play. Like I played like 15 games a day. Like it was gross. I played it was like something like 40 games in 3 days. Both
something else, man. I swear to God.
I've actually played a lot of ranked seasons this year for me. Like I played 38 games. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
You played more than I have. I think I'm 15-5.
33-5.
Damn.
Which makes it sound like I should be in World Series with a record like that, but I'm not. I don't play. It didn't help that it reset me last season. I was in like 700s in season 1, then it reset me to 191 points or whatever. So I didn't bother doing the ticket. I just started playing there, and then I got up to like 760 or something, and then I stopped.
I know a lot of people didn't really bother with the ticket because, just getting free rage quit wins, adding to your record.
Yeah.
Being a good player back into the 200s, not having to start at 700. That's
my record.
If I was a good player, that's a pretty fucking sick deal.
My record looks pretty sweet.
Enhance your record, make people like rage quit in the higher difficulties.
Oh yeah, I was comparing my like overall standings to my lifetime standings recently. Oh, actually, my stuff would have gone up after the last game I played. My lifetime whip in 38 games is 0.74. It's like less than one hitter walk printing. It's because I played
you could easily make World Series if you really wanted to.
I don't know about easily.
I think easily. You're a much better player than you give yourself credit for.
I think my hitting is the problem though. Like I'm only hitting 325 in ranked, which is like
I hit like 250.
Well, if you look at like World Series guys though, I wonder what the lowest World Series rated player. I maybe could, but I don't want to try. I don't like sweating it out. Oh my goodness, did Matt Chapman hit a home run? Wow, sorry. It's like I'm actually amazed when the Blue Jays score runs lately. Matt Chapman's it's only 6'4". What is going on? Are we going to try and actually?
Only 6'4".
We're going to do one of those fake comebacks. The Blue Jays love fake comebacks. We'll be down by like 6, and we'll get the tying or go ahead run to the plate in the 9th inning, and it's usually Vladdy at bat, and he just grounds out to end the game. It happens so often.
I love those tweets.
Oh my goodness,
my
Twitter,
love Blue Jays tweets. Yeah,
my Twitter is just like it's a mess. It's a dark place. It's where I go to feed my darkness for the Blue Jays this year and last year and the year before.
Great.
Anyway, rank seasons. I mean, I'll get it done. I'm not in a hurry to get any of those cards. Like, I just unlocked David Wright, so I have Jeter, so I'm not in a hurry to get Correa, who's probably who I'm going to take. I have zero desire to use Garrett Cole. His cards always suck.
I don't know who I'd take. I might take the Hawk.
Hawk's not bad. I don't think you played MLB 17, but MLB 17, he was like next to Griffey. He was, I think, the second best outfielder in the game.
I've heard that. I've heard that he was one of the best guys in the game.
He was I think their team affinity reward. I don't even think he was a 99, but he was like, everything was different back then. You didn't have stats go above 99 and stuff like that.
I remember that. I remember that for MLB.
But his card was really, really good that year. So
was there anything above 99 for MLB The Show 20? I don't remember or not.
Yeah, MLB 18 was the first year that they added it. When they added Immortals, they increased the attribute caps to 125.
Interesting.
But they didn't give us crazy. Well, besides Immortals, like nobody was crazy. Like this year, there's so many crack cards. It's insane.
Imagine if they brought back Immortals.
I think they should. Like,
I think it'd be fun.
Honestly, it's
maybe for like a team affinity kind of thing.
Literally, they should just do that for like season 6, the final season. Just like all the cards that are cracked, like just might as well just give give Griffey, Mickey Mantle, Stan, Babe Ruth. Like their card is basically just going to be the same as whatever card they have now, but just make it an Immortal Series card. Like you might as well.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
I've actually been a big fan of like anytime somebody's like they should bring back Immortals. I'm like yes, they should. Like just make it a card series. You don't have to give the same grind that they
I mean team affinity is already a grind in itself, so
I mean essentially last year when they started giving us retro finest, that's almost like what Immortals were. Like lots of those cards were end game cards or whatever you want to call them.
Facts.
Whether they're labeled Immortals or not, but the Immortal card art was actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I never played the game, but like I saw the card art all the time watching YouTube videos and stuff.
I wish I could load into MLB 18 still.
Servers are down, aren't they?
Yeah, 19 is the oldest game you can play right now still. Oh,
online.
Dalton Varsho, bunt single. Hey, nice work. Then we get into what? We got news chase pack on Friday. Joe Mauer. Now this card. Ooh, this card.
Make me go nuts.
This card looks insane. We need to play some co-op so that we can use this card.
I think he's the best card in the game, personally.
Well, what was it? Show Zone. They do their like
overall rating.
Yeah, their overall rating or adjusted ratings, and he was like showed him as like the best card in the game, basically.
I 100% believe it. Card has 72 speed, 72 speed on it.
Yeah, it's like if you P5 him, he has basically maxed out fielding. His reaction would be 98. Everything else would be 99. That would put him up to 77 fielding. He would have 121 power versus righties, 105 versus lefties, 113 vision. Like
that's actually nuts.
Yeah, if you take out his bunt and drag bunt, basically he's maxed out.
That's fucking crazy.
And like the card's good. Like his swing's pretty decent. So I'm excited to use this card. I was playing with him one game. I'm 1-for-1 with a single and a walk.
Solid.
But yeah, I sold Chris Sale.
Say goodbye to Chris Sale. See you later, bitch.
Yeah. See you later. Said goodbye to Sale. Well, I had like 5 options to sell. I could have sold Ohtani, Sale, who else? Aroldis Chapman, who I'm sure that's the one that you would have told me to sell. But we got him, so I got Mauer, and I'm not going to lock him in just in case I ever want to sell him, but I can't see them.
I mean, he goes for a shit ton of stuff.
Like the only other catcher I think you could give even close to that, and he wouldn't have as much speed, would be probably Piazza, unless it's like a lightning catcher or they just want to give us some sort of weird cracked out catcher, but.
Or like, if it's like a cracked out JT Realmuto, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because JT Realmuto's, I think his WBC card has 70 speed. Or maybe it's more. I don't really
Actually,
know.
It might be more. He's fast. We'll see what else they give us in like for finest and stuff for as the year goes on. But this Joe Mauer card, man.
He's legit.
Up to now, it's the greatest catcher we've ever seen in MLB The Show. Like, hands down.
Till Josh Gibson.
That's fair. Till, 99 Alejandro Kirk. Give him a 0 speed.
99 Alejandro Kirk.
I need a lightning Danny Jansen. I need Danny Jansen to come back off the IL in July and just like go off like he did last year. And hit,
is he injured until then?
Yeah. Well, he's injured right now. I don't know when he's going to be. I think he's been playing some rehab games in AAA lately, so he should be back up soon. But the Blue Jays are really seeing some. Oh my goodness! Oh, he popped up. It almost looked like Kirk got a hold of one for a second there. Yeah, we're really seeing the lack of depth in the Blue Jays organization right now. Like Kiermaier's hurt, Brandon Belt is hurt. Obviously, like Manoah has been awful this year.
I love it.
So, and we've been playing poorly when we were healthy, so this does not look good for us. I don't know, but I'm still gonna go see them in a month in Seattle. So,
ooh, sauce.
Yeah, bro. That'll be fun.
That's going to be awesome.
Hopefully we win at least one of those games. Last time I went, it was crazy, but that was in 2016 when our team was actually good.
Oh, yeah. When they had Encarnacion, Bautista,
all those big boppers. Oh, yeah. That was the year Michael Saunders was an all-star.
Oh, I forgot about Michael Saunders. He's also Canadian, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who is it? Yeah, I think people were talking because did Saunders played for Seattle before earlier in his career.
Yep, he started with Seattle, I think.
I remember people in the crowd, like people who were from Seattle or whatever, just being like, how is this guy like good now? Like he was so brutal for us. He had like a good rookie year, I think, and then he's pretty bad, and then he had one good year for the Jays, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah, I always wondered what happened to him.
I don't know. Just had one all-star first half, and then disappeared into oblivion for the rest of his career. I think he played a couple more years, but didn't do anything.
Wasn't anything good like he used to be.
No.
No.
Yeah, those games I went to, I actually saw the first game. Saunders, Russell Martin, Donaldson, and Edwin all hit home runs, and the Blue Jays won like 10-2 or something. It was crazy. Jay Happ got his 20th win of the season that game. And then the next game,
he had no reason to get 20 wins in the season. I'm sorry, but no.
I'll take it. It got us to the playoffs that year. So
probably mostly offense.
Yeah,
probably mostly from offense.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's why I don't like the win statistic.
Yeah, wins are stupid.
Wins are basically just a team stat.
And then the second game I went to, Felix Hernandez pitched. It was 1-0 Seattle going to the 9th. And then Jose Bautista tied it up with a moonshot. But then they lost in extras. Brought out R.A. Dickey in the 12th, and he couldn't get it done. Had a huge W right there. Couple bobbles, and I think Robinson Cano like walked it off with a sac fly, but still fun.
I always forget he played for the Mariners too.
Yeah, for a while. Like he was there for a few years.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to MLB The Show.
Go Mariners.
Go Mariners. Boo Mariners. After last year, the Mariners are just the one team that I want to do worse than the Jays. I don't care how bad
they've been shit so far this year.
I don't care how bad we do, just as long as they're worse than us. So along with Joe Mauer, we got this Kaiju Takeover this weekend. Do you know how long this goes for? Did they mention that anywhere?
I have no clue.
I wonder if it's on the website.
I'm not sure if they mentioned it anywhere or not. But
I'm gonna check out the old show website. So Kaiju Takeover for everybody. Oh, lasting till June 14th at approximately 12 p.m. Pacific. So what is that? Sunday?
Okay, they're probably going to do an incognito one too.
So until Wednesday. Kaiju Takeover until Wednesday. So basically they just released a bunch of random Kaiju cards and put them like exclusively in packs. Yeah, what do you think about these? Like this was kind of a unexpected random thing.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird, but see, I don't hate it, but the thing is, okay, I'll give you a prime example of why I don't like this. We have a 99 Hank Aaron in the season 2 collection pack or whatever.
Yeah.
The boss, whatever the fuck you call it. Anyway,
the set collection boss, yeah.
Set collection boss. Thank you, Steve. And then you get the 90 overall Hank Aaron. He's like I don't even know the stats. Like I looked at the card, but like
I actually pulled him
yesterday. Like I don't know. I didn't really feel like there was a need to bring a 90 Hank Aaron into the game unless it was like significantly better than the other one.
Yeah, so
which I don't think is going to happen. But
95, 82 contact, 78, 77 power, mid fielding and speed. Like just a throwaway Hank Aaron card.
Pretty much for the people who don't have the 99 yet. But like I don't know. I thought it was still really, really weird that they regressed.
Yeah, same with like because there's like the Stan Musial card too.
Yeah,
like if you compare this card to his 99, like this card is just garbage. Like, at least he has decent contact, I guess, but like his 99 World Series card is
card's cracked.
Yeah, I'm guessing like their thought behind it is like, okay, if you're only going to do the World Series program and get one of these cards or whatever, you can still earn that same player. Just a cheaper version. Because, I mean, they're also cheap. Like, $8K basically buys you this card, which is, like, whatever.
Yeah, and, I mean, plus those cards and everything are going to be for collections and stuff like that. Set 2 collections. Like, they're nice filler cards, kind of like the Topps Now stuff.
This everybody's favorite card to complain about right now, this 97 Dalton Varsho.
Oh, that card is trash.
I bought it because it's a Jays card. I want every Jays card that they release. So,
I mean, I understand that 100%, but like, just so bad of a card, man.
Yeah, it's not good. Like, if this card came out day one, great card. Take it. But yeah, that's like the thing right now, and we can kind of get into the rest of the stuff. But I almost don't understand even bothering doing the sets and seasons. If you're just going to give us like multiples of the same card, even in the same season or in consecutive seasons, like there's also Eddie Matthews here, which we just got a 99 for Eddie Matthews. It just seems weird. Like Eric Gagne, another guy. Like there's so many versions of the same player, which I mean, I guess it's good because then there's usually like a different way. If you really want to use a certain player, there's different cards you can use or get depending on like how many stubs you have or what you want to grind. But I don't know. It just seems odd to me.
No, I agree. It's definitely really odd.
Like if you want to use Eddie Matthews in season 3, you have to use this 90 overall one, even if you had the 99. But it's like, why not just let me use the 99 next? And besides the wild card or whatever, right?
Thing comes in. We'll have to wait and see how everything turns out with set 3. That's really going to be the turning point of the game to see like if people still mess with sets and seasons and everything, because up until now we haven't really had to make any big choices regarding our teams or anything like that, except for events, really, like when they're only specifically set 2 cards or something like that. But yeah. Set 3 is going to be a big deal, I think.
We still have 25 days until set 3. So still, like, I mean, they could release a lot more cards for set 2 up until then. But it kind of
gets like the Topps Now stuff.
Yeah, Topps Now.
Incognito takeover. I think they're probably going to do that too.
Yeah. There's like a Father's Day program coming up, so we'll see what we get there. Obviously, like new BR coming out on Tuesday, so that'll give us 3 more 99s.
And you got to think about like the silvers, golds, and diamonds too for BR too.
Yeah,
you got to think about those.
I mean, those are all core cards though.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Those are just
cards.
more.
I always forget about that.
People, if you can finish this BR and the next one on Tuesday, then should put most people pretty close to getting Seager.
Yeah,
like how far away are you from Seager right now?
Like 25.
25.
But I also still haven't done the Charisma Series program either.
Is it Charisma?
Charisma Series program was like early April.
Were they core though? I thought the only one out of those were.
Their core
was the what do you
and
call
the USA Conquest map is core too.
Oh yeah, USA, the Mexico series. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Well, it's kind of everything we're talking about kind of brings me to my next point a little bit. And it was a tweet that I saw from the old homie, our only guest so far, the show noob, where he talked about today how, you know what, he was saying he's been busy, he's been working a lot. His desire to kind of grind Diamond Dynasty right now is pretty low. And he's like, well, what happens? Let's say I get busy, I can't grind for the next few weeks. Season 3 starts. All the grinding I've done for season 1 basically goes out the window. If I want to play ranked seasons, like it's kind of like how much are you going to have to do to grind this game to keep up to like consistently have a competitive team, I think is kind of his point. Like, you know, if you can't play for a while and then all of a sudden you can't use all the stuff that you grinded out in season 1, like where does that leave you? Like, are you going to have the desire to do a whole bunch of grinding when the new season comes out to get a good team again?
It's pretty much just a restart for each season. Yeah. Really. You know, with team affinity and everything like that too, you know?
Yeah, like if you miss half of season 2 or you just like, whatever, there's just so much to grind this year. And
yeah, I'm still behind. I'm still catching up.
Right. Yeah, and like I love grinding. I grind everything. I don't know if I'm really like enjoying it as much as I have in the years. I do it because I like to do it, and this is the only baseball game.
You like to grind?
I like to grind. This is the only baseball game that we have. I mean, Super Mega came out and stuff like that, but that's a different type of game, right? Like that's more for fun. Like it's not. Yeah, I don't know. Not that this is like super real when you're playing a game with like Hank Aaron and Ken Griffey Jr. on the same squad, but yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, like every season is kind of a refresh, but it also feels kind of really, really stale almost. Like there's almost just like too much, I feel. I don't know. Do you get any of that? Like, do you feel any of that at all this year?
Not yet. Not yet. And I'm probably not really going to feel it until the fall again because I'll be playing literally 24/7 in the summer.
Yeah.
So I'll be all caught up very soon, within like the next month.
I just feel like I'm seeing a lot of people just like having it struggling to want to keep up with content. Like in the past, it's been pretty manageable. I think in the last couple of years, and maybe part of it too is like a lot of content creators and stuff, especially nowadays, have been doing it for a long time. So it's just like when you've been grinding Diamond Dynasty for 3 or 4 straight years, and now they kind of increase the grind a little bit. It's like, oh man, like still doing it. So I think we're just seeing a lot of creator kind of burnout almost a little bit.
If anything, I'm getting burnt out from work because it takes so much energy.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Like if you're working full time while trying to keep up with content, like I think that was kind of Noob's point. He's like, man, like I'm working full time. I'm busy at work. For me to come home and have to, you know, grind out all this stuff just to get.
It would feel more like a chore instead of playing it for fun.
Like just to get a Nolan Ryan card, you know, that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's I can see where it can be tough for some people. Like, thankfully, like I'm at home all the time, so I can kind of keep up with stuff without having to. Like, it's rare that I sit and play for a really long time and at once, or it's like very casual. If I like grinding CPU stuff, which is very mindless and whatever. I don't mind doing that. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird year this year for this game. Like, there's a lot.
I mean, the game. I mean, other than like content and stuff, the game plays very well, and you know, like, game feels good, like gameplay wise.
Yeah, I never had any issues with it this year. It seems like I've seen like little things again, kind of Twitter people being like, foul balls, blah blah this and that and whatever, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't see that.
It's never gonna like it plays as well as it should. I think like
if anything, just fix the co-op servers. That's it.
Oh man, well this
like, is that's something that they can manage. The thing is, like, obviously every game isn't going to be perfect. It's not. Like this video game is not going to be perfect at any point in time ever because it's a video game. Like things are going to go wrong. Things are going to happen. All you can really do is try and tweak it and try to fix it, whatever. But with servers, that's their own. Like they can do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can get into kind of the bad things about this game. Like it seems like every update they've done, all of a sudden something else is glitched out in the game. Like anytime they've done like 9 or 10 updates so far this year, and then all of a sudden something else just doesn't work. Like I couldn't play co-op the other day because when I tried to go add a friend, it said I had no friends in my friend list. And they never really say anything about it. All of a sudden it just kind of works again eventually.
Yeah,
but it's just like things like that have.
That's still going on with me right now, actually.
Yeah. Yours is
I know like it's fine for Xbox people though.
Because mine was like that, Friday, and then I checked it. Let's check it right now. No, it's there now. I can invite people to play. It's just weird, but it just seems like there's certain things like how does that all of a sudden just go wrong? Right? Like I don't know. So I feel like there's been just a little bit too much of that. And then I mean we can talk about this whole disaster that's been last weekend and this weekend. Like I wasn't planning on playing in this tournament at all, but the fact that like I don't even know if it was even an hour into it last weekend or did they even cancel it before it even started last weekend?
It was like I think they canceled it before it started, but this weekend they canceled it while games were going on.
Games were going on because like too many disconnects or stuff. Like I don't know what did they even give a reason as to why?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Too much bozo energy, I guess.
Too much bozo energy. Like I don't know who is in charge of these tournaments, but it is an embarrassment, right?
Hire me, SDS. I run pretty good tournaments, and I do them in 4 fucking hours, and I do them by myself. Might I add?
Like if you want to make it a thing, like put as much effort into it as you're putting into adding baby dolls into the fucking stadium creator and like kaijus and stuff like that. Like put that effort and that manpower and that money into like making sure your esports scene works because it could be a huge thing for this game. Like you see Madden.
It is a very big thing, but it's just the fact that it's just shitting the bed is awful.
Oh, it's brutal. Like you look at it, you're like, oh, that's amazing. Like they're splitting up $50,000 or whatever for all the top, performers in the tournament. Like that's huge. That's amazing. 2 weekends in a row for it to just like be a giant, absolute shit show is just like, it's unacceptable. Like how, I don't know who's in charge of it or what consequences are coming to people at like SDS or whoever's running these tournaments, but it's brutal, man. Like it makes you look so bad. All it's gonna do is like make people not want to compete in it, right? Like I don't know when the next qualifier is or if they delayed it or what, but like if I'm one of those people, it's like because you have to take a lot of time out of your day. You have to plan.
And you have to cancel things, postpone things, make sure you're free that weekend.
Yeah. And then if they're just gonna like screw around and all of a sudden it's not gonna work, and the next weekend they're like, okay, I move things around, I'll do it next weekend, and then they do the same thing again. And it's just like a tweet that comes out that's just canceled. It's like what? It's like a rain out when it's not raining. Like what the fuck's going on? And again, like I'm
so much bullshit.
I'm not gonna play in these tournaments because whatever. Like,
yeah, I like to watch them though.
Yeah, exactly. You want to see. Everybody wants to see the top players.
And usually with tournaments come Twitch drops too.
So. Yes. Speaking of Twitch drops, that's another thing that's been out of whack this weekend.
Oh, they don't even work for my channel.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why. Like every other channel that I've been in,
they don't work for Rez either.
I was gonna say yours and Rez are like the only two that don't have the drops thing going on. Because yeah, like Friday I got all mine right away. Yesterday I was able to claim them, but they weren't showing up in my inventory until I came to play it like late at night. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and also they were
to show up, but
they were all there. And I actually pulled one of the diamonds, which is like, okay, fair enough. But I pulled that Hank Aaron sweet 8K. And then today, whatever, like I'm still claiming them all, and we'll see because I'm going to try and get as many free packs as I can. But like it's got to work. Like everything just needs to work. We're in the day and age where like if things don't work, Like eventually people are just going to stop playing your game. If you can't, the things that you're telling me are going to work, don't work, then it's like, man, it's tough.
Working as intended.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one to come out because people are still looking for gameplay patches. I honestly don't think we're going to see a gameplay patch this year. Like
I think the gameplay's fine.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with it.
Plays a lot better than last year.
Yeah. I also like I don't know if for me, like I've never felt like it was much of a difference to last year, but
I noticed a big difference.
That's what a lot of people saying. I don't know. It's fine. Like for me, it's fine. Either way, last year I had no problems with it really, but we all know how I felt about last year compared to everybody else.
Last year's is a shit show.
I guess. I play too much against the CPU, maybe. Or in remote play when the game doesn't play well anyway. I'm not too worried about timing windows when I'm just bunting on the iPad.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
Just a little bit.
Oh man, what do we got coming up? Let's check this content schedule. Flawless on Tuesday. So we saw Mini Minoso. I don't think they've tweeted anything else out yet today. Check their Twitter real quick. I don't think anything else has been announced.
I gotta get 3 more walks.
Just put your controller down. Just hope for the best.
I gotta get 3 walks, finish my Ada, and finish Willie Stargell, and I'm done this. And I'd be finished in like 6 hours.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, as long as you have one good run where you can get like the 4,000 PXP and whatever the other.
I went 7-2 yesterday.
Sheesh, so not bad. Helped. I think I went like 5 or 6 wins was like my longest run. But also like at a certain point, this is again one of the things that I think is a bad thing of having these programs in BR is that if I get to a certain point where like all of a sudden I finish like 2 or 3 of the player missions in the same game, I don't care what my run is at, unless I was like 10-0, which I've never been. I'm just gonna quit. Like I'll quit my next game and this restart. So it kind of defeats the purpose of BR. But like when you start to treat BR and ranked like their programs as opposed to like they're, I think, intended to be treated, it kind of mucks it up a bit from my
it definitely does for sure
my standpoint, because like I don't care about making World Series or doing well in ranked. I just want to get the program done. Same with BR. Like maybe at the end of the year, if I'm like running out of things to do, I'll try and go 12-0 in BR, but right now I don't really care about doing that.
12-0 85.
Wouldn't that be something?
Bozango 12-0 85.
Flawless Bozango. Let's make it happen. What else next week? Thursday content, not Friday. Thursday special other program just in time for Father's Day. Tops Now moments, missions, and player cards. And then the Have a Catch event with new event. Adds 12 win streak player reward. And then lineups with legends and other players. So we'll see.
That's coming this Thursday?
Yeah, on the 15th. So we get content on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm sure we'll get our Wednesday weekly wonders XP in the pack.
Oh, I always forget about the weekly wonders.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. It's one of those things XP, I feel like
quick XP.
People complain about it just to complain about something. Like, who cares? Like, it's your choice is whatever. You can get your 8,000 XP and a ball in pack, or you can get nothing. Like, or they just don't put it in there at all, right? So like maybe they should give us just a card in there once in a while, or I don't know, like a. What's the super ball in pack? What was it called? Balling out of control.
Balling out of control pack.
Give us one of those, maybe. I don't know. But
those packs were good for me.
Balling out of control was good. It's good. Yeah, a little bit more this week. Nothing crazy, but then we'll see. And then little over 3 weeks away from season 3, which I'm assuming.
I think it's on July. Yeah, it's on July 4th. I think
will be all-star stuff, because I think the all-star teams might be announced by then, or pretty close.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because the game's on the 11th, I think. Excuse me. So like a week after. So I wonder if they give us like an all-star card for each team and then maybe like do a program or a pack for the guys that actually perform well in the all-star game.
I think that's probably what they'll do, yeah.
I think that's kind of what they've done in the past.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the Royals all-star? Again, at least one. Who's been good for them? Salvi?
Vinny?
Bobby? Vinny P?
Salvi? Well, first base is a competitive position, so maybe Salvi.
Do you have any pitchers that have been doing well this year?
Don't say Chapman.
Is he like the only one that's actually?
He's our best reliever, I think.
Yikes!
I haven't looked at the exact numbers.
Who's got the highest OPS on the Kansas City Royals? Salvi 789, not bad. Or Nick Prado, but he's only played in 39 games. And then pitching, Taylor Clark. Looks like he's been doing all right. Yeah, we'll see. Wonder who.
It's hard to make a pick when you have a trash team. But that's fine.
Hey, but yeah, at least you get one. At least you get one. You know, they gave.
At least you get one.
The Blue Jays should have at least one. I mean, if Bo Bichette doesn't get voted in, I'm going to be kind of sad. But Wander's going crazy this year, especially right now. So it's like, we'll see. Bo Bichette. You know what Bo Bichette needs to do, though, STS, is go diamond. This mofo is leading the league in hits again, which would be for the third year straight. It's actually like...
Yeah, the fact he doesn't have diamond is stupid.
Not super... He's like not awful at defense this year. He's like at least league average, maybe slightly better this year.
I don't understand their system at all. So
yeah, it really doesn't make sense. Who knows? I mean, they should like just give us the whatever formula it is that takes all the attributes and then pumps out whatever the overall is, so that we can see it. Just be transparent. Just some transparency, SDS. Like, what makes Dalton Varsho 97? Like, it obviously his fielding is weighted in there pretty heavily because his fielding stats are good, but
the speed isn't bad on that card either.
Yeah, you have like one hitting stat above a 70 or like 75.
75 plus, yeah.
I don't know.
It's a sad card.
We'll see. Oh. All right, Nick. Anything else you want to talk about? What else has been on your mind in regards to MLB The Show lately?
SDS hired me as a tournament planner or something.
Do you have another tournament coming up soon?
Guarantee I do better tournaments than you guys.
You heard it here first, Ramon. I'm sure you're listening to our podcast.
Next tournament's June 24th and 25th. I'm going to be releasing information on that tonight, actually.
Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if I got to get this podcast out before you introduce it, so that statement actually makes sense. Although I won't be able to get it out today. Tomorrow.
Sir.
All right, man.
All I'm going to say is that it's going to be hot.
Oh, so. Flaming hot?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So it's only good-looking players. So everybody's going to be using Kevin Kiermaier. The team is going to be Alejandro Kirk and Kevin Kiermaier. Two hottest players in the league right there.
Facts.
Oh, we got to play some co-op soon, man. Some more co-op once you're really done with BR, and we can just like lounge out and play co-op. Maybe maybe actually fire up the old On Deck Circle Twitch channel.
Give the people the content they want.
Yeah, I got to keep pumping that channel and get us up to some more followers.
Sir,
what are we at?
I mean, I don't know if you dropped it in my Discord or not. We could do that after. Just be like, follow. I mean, I'll give you the permission to do the everyone tag.
Oh,
so that get some more follows on the podcast page. Because I mean,
where are we at right now? We have 21 followers.
That's hot.
So we can get to
we're almost halfway.
Yeah, I mean, if we get to 50, do a couple streams on there.
I think we'd be fine. average viewership and like the days streamed, I think we'd be chilling. I think we'd be fine. It's just the followers part that'd be hard, and then we could get subs. Get this.
I know. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I gotta make some podcast Twitch emotes and stuff.
True. Yeah.
Just I'd have to make emotes that are just our names, so you can just spam Nick, or Tango.
Yes, that'd be great.
And then like an air horn emote.
Get that as a channel point.
Yes. Channel points, man. I never adjust my channel points on my Twitch. I don't even know what they are. It's probably like draft me a BR squad. Something dumb.
I have like 120,000 channel points and I have no idea what to do.
In mine?
Yeah.
I was gonna say something pretty sus, but I won't say it on the pod. Anyway,
say it.
No. Then I just have to cut it out. That's more editing work for me to do. I don't want to do that.
Fair enough. Say it after we're done.
This has been a really clean podcast. We didn't say anything really stupid. We didn't have to like leave for a minute, so I'm not gonna have to edit this at all. I just have to like very minimal, which is what I like. The easier, the better.
Fair enough.
Oh, fair enough. Well, all right, man. Unless you have anything else to say to the people. We'll head home. Well, everybody, thank you again, as always, for listening to the podcast or watching the podcast on YouTube. As always, you can find us YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and the other ones, Amazon and Google. That's what it is. I'm so bad at this. I need to write a piece of paper. I need a script. I need a script. Anyway, we love you all. See ya.
Peace.